Guess what? It is fishing day. That's right. That means today we get to go compete against other Portians to catch the most fish, or the biggest fish. Pretty much the biggest fish. But that looks like it will be over by the waterfall. And as far as I can tell, the first fishing day year will always be near the waterfall. I have not seen it anywhere else, but maybe that's just luck of the draw. I think it's by the waterfall every time. After that, it does move around to any of the other fishing spots. So far, it's mostly been on the river or Amber Island, but who knows? It might be able to spawn in the hazardous ruins. I would guess not, though. Time will tell, though. I could totally be wrong. So let's get started. Okay, maybe not. Maybe we'll wait till 8 when it starts. But there are 3 rounds, and I am looking forward to catching some fish for fun and profit. Also, don't forget, if you have gifts, it is a holiday, and holidays equal double points. So, just so you know, I have sped up the recording while catching fish, just because otherwise you get to see a lot of me chasing fish around the screen at a very slow pace. So I figured I would spare you that, and I've sped it up a little bit. I actually find fishing in this game not as terrible as other games, and I think it's because you have to be so active. You have to move the mouse cursor to follow the fish. You have to make sure that your bubble stays within reasonable limits so it doesn't go all red and you lose your fish, etc., so on and so forth. So, in that aspect, I do like fishing in this game. It can still get tedious, of course, because it's a repetitive option to make money, but it is a moneymaker. So, since this game, if you want to expand your land options, or increase the size of your house, or just build some upgrades, it all requires money. So if you don't want to fish, you don't have to. You can get that through just doing commissions, and it might take a little longer, but it's a totally viable route. Or you could just craft things to make them and sell them. You could probably mine your way to victory if you wanted to. I actually find it really funny because in real life, I am not a fisher. Like, the most you can expect from me as a fishing buddy is to sit next to you and hold a pole and reel in a fish. I have never been, like, a fisher. When I was a kid, I did fish, and we only ever caught, like, bullhead and carp. But I hated gutting fish. I don't like worms. I don't want to bait the hook unless it's with fake bait. And I don't want to take it off the hook. I have been stabbed one too many times with those fish fins. It's just not my thing. Do you guys like fishing in real life? And by in turn, do you like fishing in games? Because they're not really the same thing. Some people like fishing in both. Some people like fishing in one versus the other. I'd like to hear your thoughts. My grandpa's solution to this when he took us camping was to bait the hook, or have us bait the hook, with mini marshmallows and canned corn. And it did work. I mean, we weren't catching anything special, but it was always exciting when we went to the pasture where we had cows and catch giant carp. We had these just enormous carp living in the river. I mean, you just let them go, right? You're not going to eat the carp, but they were so huge. And it was so much fun to reel them in, you know, the goal being not to be drug into the river by the fish. So, yeah, my childhood there. Good times, good times. Fortunately, in games, you cannot be drugged into the water. And I am catching a kingfish! Kingfish! yes, 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 yes. Woohoo! That's right. Gladiator kingfish +1. I would love a few more of those. I am really disappointed in how many points that gave me, though. Normally, kingfish give you over 100, and that one was not. I feel a little gypped. Oh, come on! That emperor fish was worth more. But we have 3 rounds, so let's go to round 2. Pro tip, do not stand by Papa Bear. He takes up your screen. And he fishes with his paws. It's actually hilarious. I mean, I guess he's a bear, so that makes sense. Oh, McDonald's sneaking up on my game there. We need to catch this thing. Catch the Goliath. We need to win. Ah. All right, there we go. Back in first. Back in first. I am actually typically not a super competitive person, but I gotta tell you, in games like this where it's like a fishing contest against the other people in the game, oh man, bring it on. I want to win. Want to win. If you have fished in Portia before, you know that you're never going to see this many emperors and whatnot just in one fishing spot. The fishing day contests are special in that regard. So don't miss them. I mean, unless you really loathe fishing and then, hey, go for it. At least attend 1 year, though. At least attend 1 year. Because that way, at least you can get the achievements. All right, we won all 3 rounds. Hooray. We're going to have to get some good gifts. And not enough inventory space. All right, well, that's the end of day 1 for fishing. So we will call it here, and we'll pick it up on day 2 here in a few seconds. All right, we now have the mail, and this one says, the 19th of this month is the day of the bright sun. To celebrate, please prepare a present for the town and give it to Mayor Gale before the 18th. On the day of the holiday, we will throw presents from our airship. Thank you, Portia government. And they really do mean throw, and you will have to shove to get those presents. So come prepared mentally. It's actually a fun holiday, but it can be a little frustrating because you have to be fast, because I am telling you, those people are fast. All right, from the research center. Hello, we have found something useful in the data disks you brought in yesterday. There is a lot of information for us to go through. We will mail you the results within 2 days. Research center. All right, and now it is time to fish. Let's speed this up and run across the map to the same place we were yesterday. So as far as I know, once a fishing spot has been picked for the fishing day, it doesn't move. So it's there for the whole holiday. Hope. And again, it is also good to remember that it is a holiday and gifts are worth double. I know I've said it before, but it's worth mentioning again.
Hello. Thank you. Never expected you to give me this.
Hello.
We are also going to give that Emperor Gladiator fish as a gift because
sure
it will give us
you want to part with
15
this?
for everyone.
Very nice. I hope you get something nice in return. I'm sure the celebrations for the Day of the Bright Sun are a bit different in Barnarock. Here, The airship tradition has been going on for almost 40 years. I think it started when someone jumped on the Peach statue and started throwing cranberry candy at everyone.
And let's give Gust a gift. I have something he likes.
You've chosen wisely this.
And it's about time to get this party started. I'm hoping today will be as good or better than yesterday for fishing. So this is the same event as yesterday. It is again 3 rounds. There is no difference. Some holidays are different per day if there's 2 days of something, but not the fishing day. The fishing day is exactly the same on both days. And Emperor lanternfish are not worth much. So I also checked the market after the fishing contest, and it wasn't really worth selling. Well, debatable, I guess. The market was 94% yesterday, so I decided again to hold on to my fish and wait and see what we could get on another day. Because I'm pretty sure the market is going up instead of down, so I'm hoping for a good day to sell here soon. And that way I can just take everybody's money! And typically, when I sell fish, I sell it to the Round Table in Polly's store. Sometimes I sell it also to Mars, but I don't usually sell it to Martha. She typically just doesn't have as much money, though. If you have enough fish, go for it. She also never has enough to buy a kingfish, and sometimes that's all I have. I try to sell kingfish first, and then follow up with the less expensive fish so that I can get the biggest bang for my buck. Alright. We won that one. So I'm actually doing my narration afterwards today because my cat, dear Mr. Snow, decided in his infinite wisdom to hop up on my freaking computer and attack the fish. Let me tell you how hard it is to fish with Papa Bear and a freaking cat helping you fish. Helping. It's not helpful. It's not helpful. It would be like if one of my kids decided to jump in my lap. My kids are 12 and 15. So, wouldn't work. Yeah, totally wouldn't work. And he's like sitting there chittering at it, and I don't know what happened, because it's not like I don't play this game pretty regularly, but for whatever reason he got a hair up his tail and decided that he needed to get them fish. And while it was absolutely adorable, it did not make my narration user-friendly. Because I'm like, he's knocking everything over, and it was insane. It was insane. Love my cat. Love him. Although, if I can, I should try to tape his meow because it's hilarious. He, like, chitters when he meows. Alright, we are again in a tight race with Papa Bear. 2 points? We won by 2 points. And I know what you get in the fishing contest is totally luck and your ability to catch it. But I am, as I said, competitive in these. I want to win. And the big green fish, the Goliath fish, they're good fish. You can actually get some decent points off of just a regular one, but they take a lot longer to reel in. Like, even if you have the Masters fishing rod, I still feel that they are occasionally as hard to reel in as a kingfish, and not worth nearly as much. Well, points-wise, they're probably worth reeling in, because a regular one can still be worth like 100 points. Looks like we are going to win this one as well, which is nice. I like having a clean sweep. It also means that we definitely have enough tokens to purchase a reward. But I like rewards. I want the pants. So, hooray, we win. So, that's awesome. Alright, I have managed to cut off my own video, so you get this lovely picture of the menu, and that, my friends, is Fishing Days. I hope you enjoyed that, and I will talk to you guys later.